Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL Week 6 preview between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Now let's look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with Dallas.
If the Cowboys are going to defeat the Baltimore Ravens, you have to look at their defensive line as where they have to step up huge. You look at two young guys that are going to have to step up this week. Tyrone Crawford out of Boise State, the rookie, and also Josh Brent, the nose tackle. Both guys have to hold their own at the point of attack in order for the linebackers to have free reign to the football. If they can do that, then they can effectively shut down the Baltimore Ravens running game and get these guys in backed up situations. But let's go inside the lab and look at the offensive side of football to see what they can do to get the running game going for DeMarco Murray.
The Dallas Cowboys are a football team that love to run strong side out of the broken I formation or strong I formation. You see right here, have the fullback offset, tight end designating the strong side. Two things about this formation. One, it helps you gain the advantage on the defense by running the football strong side, and also the quick passing, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that can get out into a route very quickly to the right side of the quarterback. But I think the wham block could help these guys out this week versus Baltimore. And we're going to show you right here 24 wham, and I'm going to let you guys tell me where the wham is going to be. You see right here, influence blocking this way, blocking this way. This is the key right here. The center is going to come this way but go back and get that backside backer. Play side guard is going up and probably going to work this backer as well. But you go here, take this guy out, working that way, taking that guy out. And here's the wham block. Bang! Coming here. 24, shoot out the gate. Murray should have a big game. But that's how you influence this guy right here to make a bad decision and thinking that he's about to blow up the play, and effectively taking him out with the fullback on a wham block. And the reason why we call it wham, you see it happen in live action. This is a heavy collision right there that could spring DeMarco Murray for a big game.
Now let's move over to the Baltimore Ravens, and I look at the slot wide receivers on offense. You look at guys like Jacoby Jones, Laquan Williams. In my opinion, those guys are going to have huge days versus the Cowboys, as you're supposed to widen out the 3-4 defense and attack the slot down the middle. And I think that's where those guys can have a huge day if they get open and if they're able to catch the football consistently to give Flacco more targets, so that way he can easily work the passing game. But let's go back inside the lab to see on defense how Bernard Pollard could have a huge impact this week versus the Cowboys.
The Ravens can have some success defensively versus the Cowboys by putting Bernard Pollard closer to the line of scrimmage, almost going back to their 46 look, where you have the certain guys covered that you normally don't cover on the defensive line. So right here, in the strong safety, which is Pollard, and the strong side backer are responsible for the near back and the tight end. So that way you protect yourself. Let's say you want to get aggressive and send Pollard and force the issue with Tony Romo. You can send him here. Mike backer has this guy manned up. That backer has this guy manned up. And the strong side backer has the tight end, which will be Jason Witten. And that way you could have the freedom to send Pollard over here. Let's say if the near back comes out of the flat, Pollard that threatens his zone immediately. Pollard takes this guy. Strong side backer will take the tight end. And over here, let's say the near back decides to go inside, release inside. That becomes the strong side backers guy as Pollard takes the tight end as he releases out. What keeps you determining who takes who and what takes what, you got to take the guy that threatens your area, immediate area you're inside. So if this guy releases inside, that's the strong safety. He releases outside, that's the Sam backer. So I think putting Pollard close to the line of scrimmage in this defense allows the Ravens to be a little bit more flexible in getting pressure on Tony Romo.
The Cowboys' X factor has to be offensive execution. These guys struggle in the red zone putting points on the board. Self-inflicted wounds has also doomed the Cowboys. They have to execute better in order to be effective. X factor for the Baltimore Ravens has to be Paul Kruger in setting the edge, not allowing DeMarco Murray and Felix Jones to get to the outside in a running game. If he can do that, they can effectively bottle up the Cowboys' rushing attack. When I look at the personnel breakdown, I see two well-balanced ball clubs with a lot of talent on both sides of the football. It's all about execution. Which team will execute better, the home team or the road team? We shall see, but both teams come in with a lot of talent. I like the Cowboys in this matchup. What I think the Cowboys will come in and do is take advantage of the individual matchups as they spread out their Ravens defense. I think they'll dink and dunk their way down the field in the passing game, and I think this will be the game where everybody, every last one of their playmakers step up to the plate and make those plays to finish drives with touchdowns instead of field goals. So I'm going with the Cowboys to go into Baltimore and come away with the victory. I also want to give a huge shout out to Ravens fans and also Cowboy fan forums for always showing football game plan support.